Have you ever dreamed of making money while you sleep? What if I told you that it's not only possible, but many savvy investors are already doing it, and you can too? Welcome, folks, to the fascinating world of dividend investing, a secret trove promising passive income for life. You're about to discover how to convert those dreams into reality. Now, imagine being a silent partner in a successful business, reaping the fruits of their labor without even breaking a sweat. That's right. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's as real as the device you're watching this video on. In the world of dividends, you're the king or queen, and your money is your loyal subject, working tirelessly to fill your coffers. Let's take a stroll through its magnificent gardens, each tree bearing the fruit of dividends. But what are these fruits, you ask? Well, when you invest in a company's stock, you own a piece of the company, and dividends are your share of the company's profits. Pretty sweet, right? But here's the cherry on top. Some companies are like generous trees that bear fruit 4 times a year or quarterly. This means you receive a slice of the profit pie every 3 months. It's like having your cake and eating it too. So, how do you spot these generous trees in the vast forest of the stock market? Well, like a seasoned botanist, you need to understand their growth patterns, study their fruit-bearing history, and yes, even understand the weather, or rather the economic climate they thrive in. Now you might think, well, that sounds like a lot of work. But don't worry, I've got you covered. We'll dive deeper into how to find the right dividend stocks, understand dividend yield, and much more. But remember, investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's more like gardening. You plant the seeds, tend to your garden, and then enjoy the fruits of your patience and care. Ever heard the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? In the investing world, we like to call it diversification. The idea is to spread your investments across different sectors, industries, and even countries. This way, if one tree doesn't bear fruit one season, the others can make up for it. But wait, we can't forget about reinvesting dividends, the magic trick that truly turns your garden into an ever-growing forest. Here's a riddle for you. What's better than a dividend? The answer: dividends on dividends. That's the magic of compound interest at work. But let's pause for a moment here. If you're enjoying this trip to the land of dividends so far, why not do us a favor and share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our future videos. Oh, and I have a question for you all. What would you do if you had an extra income every month? Drop your answers in the comments below. I'd love to see your responses. And remember, folks, the description box is a treasure chest in itself, packed with useful resources. Make sure to check it out. All right, back to our kingdom of dividends. We'll also demystify terms like ex-dividend dates, dividend payout ratios, and dividend aristocrats. Sound like a secret language? It won't be for long. And don't worry, we'll keep it as simple as explaining why birds fly south for the winter. Earlier, we compared investing to gardening. Now let's dig a bit deeper into that metaphor. The seeds you sow are the investments you make. These can be in various sectors: technology, energy, consumer goods, you name it. The watering and care of the research and due diligence that goes into managing your portfolio. And the fruits? They are your much-awaited dividends. But how do you know which seeds will yield the best fruits? The key is to look for companies that are stable, profitable, and have a history of paying dividends consistently. These companies are often referred to as dividend aristocrats. The aristocrats have a proven track record, having increased their dividends for at least 25 consecutive years. They're like the wise old trees of your garden, sturdy, reliable, and always giving. Now let's talk numbers for a moment. The dividend yield is a term you will often come across. It is simply the annual dividend payment from a company expressed as a percentage of the stock's current price. It's like the sweetness index of your fruit. A higher yield could mean a sweeter fruit, but be careful. A yield too high might be a signal that the company is facing some trouble, a potential worm in your apple. Another critical number is the dividend payout ratio, the proportion of earnings a company pays to its shareholders as dividends. If a company earns $1 per share and pays 50 cents as a dividend, the payout ratio is 50%. It's like the portion of the tree's energy that goes into producing the fruit. You might be wondering, why not invest in companies that pay out most of their earnings as dividends? Well, remember that companies also need to reinvest in their business to keep growing. just like a tree needs to keep producing leaves and branches to support more fruits. A very high payout ratio might mean the company isn't investing enough in its own growth. Another term you need to be familiar with is the ex-dividend date, the cutoff date set by the company to decide which shareholders will receive the dividend. If you buy a stock one day before this date, you'll receive the dividend. Buy it on or after this date, and you'll have to wait for the next round. It's like the final day for RSVPing to the dividend party. We've covered a lot of ground already, but remember, we're in this for the long haul. Dividend investing is about patience and consistent effort. And while the rewards might not be immediate, the promise of a steady income stream over time can be worth the wait. Keep in mind that while investing in dividends can be a fantastic way to build wealth, it's not without its risks. Like all investments, it's essential to do your research, diversify your portfolio, and think long-term. But with patience, diligence, and a bit of luck, you can tap into the hidden world of dividend investing and build a passive income stream for life. And hey, before you venture out, here's a final nugget of wisdom. As Warren Buffett once said, do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. So, save, invest, and let the magic of dividends work for you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy investing.